What is happening in the SDA church? Friends, if you are a man and you're watching me right now, I want you to take this advice from me. Please take this advice from me. Whenever you're going to church, please carry along dark spectacles so that when you see what I'm going to show you right now in the church, you just put on your dark spectacles so that you don't get distracted. This is so serious and we need to speak against it in the church house. Friends, let's watch this video.
Jesus.
So did you see what I just saw? What? This is so serious. Was that a good dress that is supposed to be allowed in the pulpit or even in the church house and even outside of the church house? Friends, this is getting worse. I think it is getting worse. And nobody is speaking against it in the church. That is why I'm telling my men that whenever you're going to church, please carry along your dark spectacles so that when you see these abominations standing in the pulpit, you put on your dark glasses so that you don't get distracted.
Jesus.
Where are the pastors and where are the church elders? You know, the Bible says in 2 Timothy chapter 2 verses 2 to 5 that, and this goes to the pastors. It says, preach the word. SDA pastor, be ready in season and out of season. Convince, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and teaching. And when you read verse 3, it says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but according to their own desires, because they have itching ears. They will heap up for themselves teachers, and they will turn their ears away from the truth and be turned aside to fables. But you be watchful in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, fulfill your ministry. This was written to the young bishop Timothy, and it applies to all religious leaders, to pastors, to church elders, to everyone that holds position in the church. And you know, the Bible says a time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. And friends, the question is, when is that time? The time is now. Now is the time. Because when we look around, even in our own church, we are seeing signs that people are not enduring sound doctrines. And so what should the pastors do? They are supposed, according to the verse, they are supposed to do the work of an evangelist. And what is this work of evangelist that the Bible is talking about? We read it. We just read it. To preach the word, both in season and out of season. To rebuke, exhort, convince with all long suffering. Why? Because a time is coming, and the time is now, when people will not endure sound doctrine. So our pastors, please, this is the time for you to exhort. This is the time for you to boldly rebuke. This is the time for you to convince. As pastors, you have been called to take care of God's flock. What they are only interested in is the tithes and also the offerings. That is what they are interested in, but not interested in correcting the flock, not interested in rebuking the flock, not interested in exhorting or convincing the flock, not interested in preaching the truth to the church members in season and out of season. And at first, I could remember that the pastors were coming to our business places to pray with us there, to find out how our businesses are doing. I remember sometime in the past, pastors were visiting our homes. They were praying with us in our homes. But now what do we see? It looks like they have stopped. No more visitation, even in our workplaces. No more visitation in our homes. Some of our pastors are sleeping and they need to wake up. So the question is, who allowed that kind of dress in the pulpit? Was there not a pastor? Was there not church elder? And even after the program, after the service, were they told the truth about the dress that they put on in the pulpit? The reason why I'm talking about some of these things is that, well, somebody said this is called creeping compromise. Some people in the pews will think that, this is normal because no one spoke against what happened in the church. And next time, you would find many people wearing the same thing coming to church. Our pastors need to talk. Our elders need to talk. Because these are deceptions of the world. And they are being brought into the church. Friends, I'm very sad today. And so I want to pause here. I don't want to talk about this again. But I want to say that fight for your own salvation. Read what is in the Bible, follow what is in the Bible, and you're going to be saved. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.